What are they chewing or not chewing? What are you making?
Auntie, the cassava is finished. So this is what I was making for the girl. They had like she took cassava.
It was enough.
Yeah, it wasn't for us.
What are they? What is the
The issue is bread. Somebody ate my bread.
So who ate it?
It was me because
Both of you shut up. Is there any that bread was there on the dining table? It has to be one of you. So go and talk and decide who the person is. If not, people will not eat food in this house again. How can the bread? I know the bread. I knew that I was one that told her to put it in it. Now it's none of you. Get serious.
And the bread I had only taken one bit, but you can't
I
how
saw.
small it is.
No, I saw it, but I was because we were late. So I thought that you eat in the car. Get serious.
Yeah, because this bread I saw it there as the here I saw this like this bread is from the and she left it. But I know it's maybe it's Michaela.
I also know it's
It's Michaela. If I know Elona, if she's the one, I would have seen her crying, what.
I also know it's
But I saw in the eyes of Elona, she's not the one. It's Michaela, she don't.
I also know it's Michaela. Cannot, there's no.
She's explaining, me, I was there, giving us many excuses. She's the one. And because me, when I came, they don't even, Michaela, don't showed me that this bread is for the Shima. You get a small plate and you keep it in the what?
I know it's Michaela that took that thing.
Because me, I saw the bread, it was like this, not.
Erona does not use things. Erona has the ones she does, but not use. Let me see.
Only showed me. She doesn't show me.
I saw the bread. She took one bite. I saw the bread. I was the one that told her to put it there. I saw the bread.
It's so. And if it was more like this, I could have said that mom of that I could have put it
Too late. I told her go and bathe. You eat the. I will clean her properly. Those lying things.
The world thinks they're just adorable games. But when
Are you going to eat or you shower first? The light of your bathroom is on. You can take bread to hold your stomach. And she will eat for sure. She will eat for dinner. You better talk within yourself and let the person confess. We close that door, close that door. I don't want to hear it. Me, I just want to know who ate the bread and is lying about it. The good thing is that you people were only two. You will give it to the dogs. You people were only two. There's no angel in between. And it's not like there was no other bread. It's not like Nutella was finished. I also don't understand. Hurry up. Did you finish your homework?
the firearms for to get one, this living was
Thank God at least it's not going to waste.
turning around, she left and had to hope for a victim. Yeah, there you are. Nice to meet you. Are all these yours?
Oh, no, they were my father's, he was a power person back in World War II. And then he came back from the war, he brought all this with him. After carrying the case, this was back in 74.
Oh, this is in good condition. We can get rid of most of it.
Oh, no, I wouldn't know where to start. Besides, I'm moving in with my son's family. Not my grandkids.
Well, we are here to house.
Oh, those were pistols. We brought them from Germany to San Francisco, and that was where Kitty.
Oh, is that right? Give the bomb water now. Well, I'm so glad you brought this in. Unstable. Tell you what, I'm gonna stay here for close to this house. We'll get you those gift cards we talked about.
What about the ones in my trunk?
No, I'm not upset. I'm just surprised we got past it. All right, that's where we get. Please. Hey, oh. Sarah just accepted an offer on the house. Well, so fine. It says only the right offer. That house would be big in case this didn't pan out. No, I just always imagined Henry was in his own. Mark their height in the same place. They're back in Harlem. That's good. But Henry is 18. I see him second about having a house. He's out there starting a new life. So, we'll get your and measure it. It's really. As if you're really coming back to control.
Thank you for coming in on your day off, Vice President, making an
Nice job.
Thank you. As always, the teacher's service appreciate.
You didn't make good money, do salary. Profit is for business.
Don't allow your responsibilities to watch together with liaison throughout the day.
I'm sorry. Officer West, is there something you want to share with the group?
No, sir. No, I'm sorry, I just had a plan. I need to tell.
So that everyone here, yes, they're paying attention. These assignments are your sole priority today. You will not field calls from dispatch. Let the day shift deal with that. Captain?
We'll see another job. For our rookies, today is going to be other. Everything we do in terms of thinking of red blood will be gridlock. Important to be patient and vigilant.
Bishop Nolan, Agent Daniels has a special assignment.
We've got a class two threat.
+2.
Class one is someone who is made a statement. So it's given history of the religious toward had agents on their doorsteps. And we know, guys have repeated precedents over the last few years, nothing actionable, but he's got previous assault charges.
Wish my whole
Happy to do that. I'll make you an assistant.
I
don't get all the fuss. Even if they're there overtime, it looks like both roads and any time.
They say you ain't driving quarters, sometimes it's suicide.
We're literally creating traffic.
Everything we do is someone. Quadrant 1.
Quadrant 2. If we deal with angry people every shift, but if they're on the team, you've got anxiety, you can see them like that.
Air conditioning makes you stop. You didn't get comfortable with being uncomfortable. John, was he serious? As always. But I gotta say, those people.
Seriously, hang up your phone, I agree with you. I hope you're attention on something important, because they won't do that.
Just breakfast with my mom.
It's not all for us.
Yep. One first, they have chicken action.
Wish my hurry up.
What I've been, back to back, tactical hunts, 3 times for riot control, while I'm headed to the best for the good.
And my personal favorite is the 40mm tear gas for democracy.
But hey, I'm basically in the
Have you finished? Yeah, watching the finish one. Eh? The smoothie, yeah? All right, thank you. Yes, with dinner. Drink water. Eh? All right.
Oh, sorry. Let me ask you something.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the physical class. We are just waiting for others to join. Okay, we have 4 participants already. Hello, everyone. Okay. Let me know you are hearing me loud and clear. Just wave so I can know you guys can hear me loud and clear. You can unmute your microphones temporarily so I can know that you guys are following me. Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Okay, you guys can hear me loud and clear, right?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Oh, good, good. I'll start now. Yes. So welcome to our physical training online class. I was trying to allow others to join us before I continue our classes. So this is going to be as practical as possible. This class is going to be as practical as possible. We are going to be talking about commodities that can be exported. We are going to be talking about the state that produces it, because you might be looking for suppliers close to you. We are going to be talking about countries where those products are demanded. So this session is going to be about buyers, getting your international buyers. It's a 45 minutes session, roughly now 40 minutes session. So we're not going to take your time. So we'll just get right into it. I've prepared my slides for you guys. And I'll be sharing with you guys. So the first commodity we're going to talk about now, I'm going to be talking about ginger, right? Ginger can be referred to as ginger itself or ginger root, and it is highly demanded because it is spice. Let me say the states where ginger grows majorly in Nigeria. Ginger grows majorly in the northern part of Nigeria. So we're talking about states like Kaduna, talking about states like Nasarawa, Benue, Niger, Gombe. This session is recorded, so whatever we are having here is going to be recorded, so you can always play it and watch it some other time. So Benue, Niger, Nasarawa, Gombe, all these states are states that produces ginger. And there are specifications for ginger. Let me just list out some specifications for ginger. We have moisture content like 8%. These are export standard specifications. So we have moisture content 8%, oil content 2 to 4%, impurities 0 to 2% max. They don't want impurities. Microbes negative. They don't want any microbes in ginger. That is like dried ginger. They don't want any microbe, meaning you have dried it well. There's no water content, because water is one of the things that breed microbes. So you have properly dried. These are split ginger. And which country wants ginger? Talk about China. We talk about Asian countries. They want ginger. Talk about China, Bangladesh, United Arab Emirates, Netherlands, Germany. All these countries want ginger. Before I go on, let me talk about platforms where you can get, before I talk about other states, other commodities, let me talk about platforms where you can get international buyers. The first platform I will talk about is Europages, www.europages.com. Simple, you open the website and you create a profile. For example, Mr. Pascal wants to deal in palm oil. So he creates a profile on europages.com. He shows that my palm oil is produced in Enugu State. It is Enugu State, Southeast Nigeria, or Eastern Nigeria. It's pure quality palm oil. It can be packaged in maybe 12 kg, depending on their specification, how they want it packaged. He tells them that it's available for private labeling for people that want to buy his palm oil. Then he brands in their own company brand for them. So he tells them that. Then Europages, there's free services and there's premium services. For the free service, he's going to put his profile, say, in English. That's the language he understands and the language he can write. But for the premium services, you will pay, premium services where you will pay, it will be translated in like 15 different languages, meaning that, for example, I'm a Dutch speaker, I'm a French speaker, and I want palm oil. I can always read your profile in French. I can read what you are producing. The website automatically translates in the language the exporter wants or the buyer wants. So that's the benefit of Europages. Another platform is Hot Frog. Hot Frog is totally free. It's totally free. All their services there are free, and they have a lot of profile visits. So basically, all these websites, you just go there, you create your profile, right? You put your email address, how you can be contacted, the cost, the specification, the quantity you can produce. Simple. You put your contact, and then different exporters will be contacting you. These are legit websites where you can get international buyers. Another one is exportportal.com. Simple. You just go there, you create your profile. Tell them what you offer. This is what I offer. This is the price, and they will contact you. Let me go back to the different commodities I was talking about. Let me talk about cocoa bean. Cocoa is found in mostly southwest states. So we talk about southwest states like Ondo, Osun, Ekiti. It's also found in South Nigeria. Talk about Akwa Ibom, Cross River. Countries where it's exported to, cocoa is exported to Barbados, Belgium, US, Netherlands, those big countries. They are looking for your cocoa, and it should be packaged in jute bags where it can be easily transported. Let me talk about yam, right? Nigeria is the largest producer of yam, right? But when they're talking about when you check it, and they say, okay, which countries export yams most? Nigeria is not part of them when they are listed, even though Nigeria is like the largest producer of yams in Nigeria. Why? Because our yams are not export standard. When they list countries that export yams to other countries, they're listing countries like Jamaica, Ghana, Costa Rica, Brazil. Those are countries that are listed. You understand? Those are the countries that are listed that are that export yams to other countries. Nigeria is the largest producer, but Nigeria is not among them. Yam for export. Number one, the yam for export must be clean. It must not have sand. It must not have holes on it. It must be clean. It must not have branches on it. That is export standard yam. And yam is highly demanded. It's demanded in the US, it's demanded in Canada, it's demanded in UK, it's demanded in France, where there's large population of African immigrants. Yams are demanded. US, Canada, UK, France, Belgium, Italy, those countries need yams. I'll talk about cashew nuts. So cashew nut is divided into two. There's the cashew nut that is the raw cashew, and there's the cashew nut that is shelled. So the raw cashew is demanded. The shelled cashew, that means the one they've removed the shell from, is also demanded. And the people that always demand cashew are the Asians, right? So you're talking about Vietnam, India, Malaysia, Russia, Tanzania. They demand a lot of cashew nuts. And it is used for cooking, like the oil, cashew oil is extracted, it's used for cooking. Confectionaries, they use cashew nut to do confectionaries. Cuisines is used to do cuisines. There's somebody among us that wanted to deal with sesame seed. She has not yet joined us yet. Mrs. Rukaya, she has not yet joined us yet. Maybe I'll wait a little bit before I talk about sesame seed, before I include her. So now I'm going to talk about the documents that are needed for exporting. We have, that's when you're exporting on a commercial level. That means you're exporting on a large volume, large scale export. You know, there's mini export. Maybe say you're exporting 10 kg, 20 kg, 50 kg, 100 kg, mini export. But when you're exporting tons, say 1,000 kg, 2,000 kg, then that is on a commercial level. So there are documents that are needed for commercial exporting. So we have the performer invoice, we have the commercial invoice, and we have the packing list. In the resource material I'll give you guys, I'll explain everything better. We have documents that are needed for financial documents that you need when you're exporting on a commercial level. Talk about Nigerian export proceed, commercial invoice, and final invoice. I'll talk about it in detail in the resource material I'll send to your email. Then when you're talking about the documents that will be provided by the shipping company, we talk about bill of lading, that is provided if you are shipping by sea. We talk about airway bill if you are shipping by air. Talk about roadway bill if you are shipping by road, and railway bill if you are shipping by rail. So developed countries, they do a lot of movement of goods by rail. Like within Europe, they do a lot of movement by rail because they have developed transport. Their rail system is well developed, so they can easily move their goods by rail. So that's why you find out that, for example, chicken is shipped from Poland to the UK, right? You find out that chicken from Poland, once it's sold in the UK, it is very cheap because it has been shipped by rail. So all those things contribute. The kind of shipping route you use, why shipping your products will also determine the overall cost that you will incur while shipping your product. Let me talk about sesame seed. So sesame seed is highly demanded for export. Sesame seed is highly demanded for export. It is used as poultry feed. It is used in cuisine. You know, when you're trying to eat burger in all those fast food restaurants, they use those things they sprinkle on your burger. That's sesame seed. It is used, it's highly demanded in eateries, it's demanded for poultry field, and it's highly demanded by all those Asian countries. I'm going to talk about soya bean now. So soya bean is highly demanded, highly demanded. Major producing states of soya bean, we have Benue, we have Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, Taraba, Plateau. And what is it used for? It's used for cooking oil, it's used for poultry feed, it's used for supplement for malnourished children. So one of the reasons why soya bean is highly demanded is used for supplement for malnourished children. That's because the government in Europe is always trying to elevate, they're trying to reduce hunger for malnourished children in Africa. So they do a lot of procurement of soya bean because they want to initiate programs to cook meals for African children in the school. So soya bean is highly demanded. They have an organized supplement program for children in Ghana. They have in Nigeria as well, but corruption and all that. But it's working well in Ghana. I have friends in Ghana. It's working well in Ghana. So soya bean is highly demanded. Are there any questions? I'm looking through the chat. So I know you guys are following me. Okay, we can hear you. Yes, we can. Oh, good, good, good. So the others haven't joined us. They haven't joined us yet. That's why I'm trying to, because I don't want them to miss this. We would keep going. Now, I'm going to talk about product specification. I'm going to talk about contract agreement. When an international buyer tells you they want so product specification, you might not know, you might not know exactly that specification by looking at, but when you want to procure your commodity to supply. You go with an expert. Say you are going to Kano now, you want to go and procure ginger from farmers in Kano, right? You go with, maybe say you have somebody that is an expert in Kano, or you don't even have to go there. You have somebody that can represent you there. He or she goes with an expert. They will look at the ginger and say, okay, yes, this ginger does not have microbes. This ginger does not have water content. This ginger does not have impurities. And they tell you, okay, yes, you can make payments to procure the ginger, which you now finally supply to the final buyer. That's your international buyer. So you have to go with an expert. But when you are dealing with commodities that you don't need expert, I talked about it in the previous class. Say you are purchasing dudu or so, you are purchasing Indomie, you are purchasing soft drinks, then you don't need an expert, right? You just go to the company and you tell them you want so quantity, they should supply you at factory price, right? And you procure the commodity and then you ship it. You can ship it by sea. When you are shipping things, you can ship as cheap as 500 naira per kg to Canada. To UK, you can ship as low as 450 naira per kg. So if you are shipping, say, 100 kg to UK by sea, you're spending just 45,000 naira, which is very, very affordable, which is not expensive. It's not expensive. So you must meet the specification of the buyer. And one thing you can do sometimes, if you have sample of what you want to sell, you can send the buyer some sample so that they can check it and say, okay, you can supply, or before you supply bulk, they can check it and say, okay, yes, this meets our standard. So you don't make the mistake of sending, right? And they start complaining about what you sent. You understand? Then another thing is your contract. When they finally decide that you have met the specification and all, and they are sending you a contract, right? Please, the terms and conditions of that contract, you must adhere to it. In the contract, we have the quantity you are sending, the cost, it will have how you are going to be paid. So everything is going to be stated there. Sometimes people agree to pay, though sometimes the international buyer will pay when the product has finally gotten to them. But before they do that, there's always an agreement they do. That agreement is called letter of credit, LC. It's called letter of credit, meaning that the bank of the international buyer will send you the letter of credit. It will be in the contract agreement. So when they send you that LC, it's saying that, meaning that the money they're going to use to pay you has already been transferred to the bank. So once you meet the specification and the good has been delivered, you will receive your money. So those are agreements people have before they ship whatever product. But you as a mini exporter, you're just starting, I advise them, collect your money in full before shipping, right? Collect your money in full, because if you agree to send your product when payment has not been made, and by the time it gets there, the buyer is telling you, oh, be patient, we have some logistics issue we're trying to sort out before we make payments. You just say that it's kind of choking, right? You can't take that kind of risk as a mini exporter, because you've not yet grown to that point that your business can take that kind of financial risk. So for you that is a mini exporter, take your money. So let me talk about, some people have said, oh, they want to export, but they don't have so much money, right? Let me tell you what you can export with say 200,000 naira. You can export medicinal plants. Medicinal plants are highly demanded. Example of medicinal plants, we have our salt leaves, we have baobab tree leaves, we have neem. Neem is also known as dogoyaro. We have soursop leaves, we have neem leaves, which is also known as dogoyaro, commonly known as dogoyaro. We have baobab leaves, right? So what do? How do you get this? These trees are growing just around you. Soursop tree might be growing around you. Dogoyaro tree grows almost everywhere. I've seen it in different parts of Abuja, in the north. I've seen it in different parts. It grows around you. You just get young men and you guys do harvesting. You harvest it, you dry it. After drying it, you put it in bags. Simple. And you export it to any country that wants it. So it is things you can export that will not cost you so much, right, to export. Medicinal leaves, soursop, neem, dogoyaro, those things will not cost you so much to export. I want to know if anybody has any questions to ask me at this point. Any questions, you can put it in the chat box so I can answer your questions. Any questions? So I can attend to it so far. Any questions? Others are not yet here. Mrs. Abigail and Mrs. Rikea, they're not yet here yet. Any questions? So we can answer. Is there any question? Any question? Okay, no question then. Good. So let me talk about exhibitions. Good. Exhibitions are good for manufacturers. If you are a manufacturer, right, you want to deal in what is good for you. Say you want to export things like Mr. Lekon wants to export things like wood. Exhibitions are good for you. Hardware, all those wood, glass, those things are technical things. Exhibitions are good for you. But you see things like you want to export cassava, you want to export soya beans, exhibition might not be the best for you. Why? Because those people, international buyers, they go to the grassroots, they go to the villages, they go to the local people, they go to farmers association to get large suppliers, to get large farmers that can supply them. Even if they come to exhibitions, they just come like say, okay, I'm here, I want to know what is happening. But when they really want to procure, commodities, they go to the villages. They have representatives because they are trying to look for the cheapest price from the farm source, right? But when you talk about manufacturers, say manufacturers of wood, manufacturers of aluminium, manufacturers of glass, all those hardware, then exhibition is what you need. You need to put yourself out in exhibition. Say you want to, like Mr. Lekona wants to send wood. You want to send wood to Germany. You want to send glass to Uruguay. You want to send, yes, you need exhibitions for manufacturers. You need exhibition. Even agro processors, people that deal with value addition, exhibition is good for them. But if you just want to send Indomie, you want to send Fanta, you don't need to go to exhibition. What you need to do is to do targeting. You need to target African stores. You can target them through Instagram ads. You can target them through Facebook ads. Target African stores and tell them you are ready to be a supplier of fast-moving consumer goods that Nigerians buy, different countries, Africans buy. Tell them you are ready to be a supplier of fast-moving consumer goods. So we have about 11 minutes before this session ends. I don't know if anybody has any questions. I want to show you guys packaging materials. I want to talk about packaging materials. So I will just be showing you guys a couple of packaging materials here. So I'll be showing you guys packaging material. So this is as practical as it can be. Can you see this? Can you guys see it? Can you see it? So this kind of packaging now, you can use it to package Gari Ijebu. You can use it to package beans. You can use it to package elubo. So once you package it, you seal it with a sealing machine. You can brand it, you can leave it unbranded. See, it's transparent. This is one packaging material. I came with more to show you guys. This is another packaging material here. This is Ziploc. I came with the Ziploc packaging, which is one of the most popular. I'll show you guys now. Yeah. Sorry. See, this is the Ziploc packaging. It's quite big. This is good for mini exporters. This is packaging for mini exporters like you and I. People sending 4 kg, sending 10 kg, 50 kg. You can package Gari like this. 1 kg, 100 units. Package it in Ziploc. So those are packaging. But when you're talking about commercial level, you're talking about people that package in jute bags, big sacks, those big sacks that look like those kind of packaging you use and package 50 kg rice. That is commercial level. I just showed you guys packaging for mini exporters like you and I. See this? Ziploc, transparent. This one you just clip. You clip. But this one you seal. You seal this one. You seal it with a sealing machine. It's open here so you can seal it. So those are the packaging for mini exporters. If you want to start out, I would advise you, which I said in the last class, we start with products that are low risk. You want to export, start with products that are low risk. Low risk products like number 1, products that hardly expire or have a long shelf life. Palm oil has a long shelf life. It does. It has a long shelf life. Raffia, raffia is under arts and crafts, African arts and crafts. Raffia products that they used to make raffia hand fans, raffia mats, that, you know, those mats Muslims used to pray. That is raffia. Those are products that have a long shelf life, will not expire. Products like broom. Even, you know that broom they used to use and do away with? Yes, they export it because we have a lot of Africans in the diaspora. They export all those things. And those things will not cost you so much to export. They are affordable, very affordable. In the previous class, I talked about products that are highly demanded in the UK. In this class, I'm going to talk about products that are highly demanded in America. Highly demanded in America, right? And I would say that number 1 product that is highly demanded in America, because we have a lot of Igbo people in America. Igbo Nigerians are a lot of people. You see ogbono, you see stockfish in America, you see dehydrated bitter leaf, dehydrated uziza, highly demanded in America. You see this, it's like, they use it in soup, they use it in bitter leaf soup, ogiri, yes, it's highly demanded. When I was traveling once, I met a lady, she's from the eastern part of Nigeria. She was traveling to America, and she tells me that is what she deals with in America. She has an African store. Igbos are plenty in America. Yorubas are plenty in UK. I'm not saying that there are no other tribes in America. America has Edo, has Hausa, has different states, but Igbo population. So if you are thinking of what item can I send to America, right? Food item, target the Igbos. Target the Igbos. If I say what items can I send to UK, target the Yorubas. Target the Yorubas. If I say what item can I send to Canada, Canada has a lot of, yes, they have Nigerians there, but they have a large population of Indians. Yes, Canada has a large population of Indians. So you're thinking, what can I send to Canada that will sell? Think about what Indians, herbs, spices, that is what will sell a lot in Canada, because Canada has a lot of Indian migrants, are plenty in Canada. In other developed countries, we have different people, South Africans, Kenyans, Ghanaians, from different African countries. They're all present in these developed countries. So I just give you guys a hint. I will still prepare a mini resource material that I'm going to send you guys. My people from the physical class, they are just arriving now. So that's one of the reasons why this class was delayed by a few minutes, because I was waiting for them to be around, but they're just arriving now. So I will still hold a behind the camera training for them because they did not come on time, African time. So please don't practice African time with your international buyers, right? He's smiling. Don't practice. When they say, can you meet the deadline? They're saying, can you supply us 1 ton of palm oil under, and they're giving you 30 days. Can you meet it? If you can't meet it, right, you talk to another supplier that supplies palm oil that is a good quality, and tell him or her, can we both collaborate so that we can meet the demand of the international buyer? If you can't meet that deadline, you collaborate. I told them in the other class, when you are producing palm oil, Mr. Pascal is producing palm oil, Mr. Lekon is producing palm oil, they are both in Nigeria. When it is time to export, both of you are collaborators, they are not competitors. Because when you are trying to meet the demand, a large order, you will collaborate to meet that order. Both of you will share the profits at the end of the day. But when you say only you want to meet the order, they will not buy from you because you didn't even meet the order in the first place. So this class is ending in 3 minutes because I timed it 45 minutes. I'm going to be saying bye-bye to you guys now because I'm going to do physical training now. So maybe I will let you guys in physical training. So I'll have to invite you guys for another training because my physical class came late. So see you guys. If you want to be part of the physical training, another physical training, which I'm going to do in starting another 10 minutes, I would let you guys in. So thank you very much, class. Although none of you asked me any questions, but you can ask me questions because I'm going to start another one for the physical training people that just arrived. So I'm going to end this class now. Bye-bye.